Yes, everybody, how are we all doing? So, what a day it is for Arsenal. What a day it is. Are we going to be saying, tonight, let's say tonight, are we going to be saying tonight that we can say we're finally in a final? And it's been too long, hasn't it? 2020 since we've reached one. That's not acceptable for Arsenal Football Club. It's not acceptable. We need to be reaching finals. You know, I say, if you challenge for a league title and you don't win it, you make sure you pick up a trophy in that season or you reach a final. And this club right now, Arsenal Football Club, are a nearly club, and I want this to change. I do not want to be keep calling, my club, who I've supported for 34 years, I do not want to keep hearing it's a banter club, it's a banter club. You know, we just turn up and then end up giving the league to other teams, or we don't we don't go far in competitions and get to the final. Now, obviously, we've got far in Carabao Cup at the moment, but I want to get to that final, and then I want to win it. Now, tonight, I have no idea what team it's going to be. I'm just not sure. I don't understand what Arteta's thinking is. I really don't. Will he play with Havertz up front? Will he play with Victor Gyökeres up front? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. And normally, as much as I know, like a rough idea what kind of team I would pick, it's getting to that point now where I'm not sure, because now Kai Havertz is back. I don't know if he's going to play him. Will Martin Odegaard stay up bench, or will he bring his love child back in? I don't know. But all I do know is that we cannot mess this game up tonight. This is vital. This is important. Winning this match will breed massive confidence into those players. A lot of these players at Arsenal have never even reached a final. They've never even won a trophy. This is now the first point of the stepping stone to get that confidence breeded into these players. You know, get the feel of like, wow, we're playing at Wembley. We're going to Wembley. Because, like I said, a lot of these players have never even been to a final in this Arsenal team. You know, never won any trophy. Even Wanyeri, we'll let him go. The wonder kid, you know, breakthrough season, 9 goals in scoring in 3 different competitions, EFL, Premier League, Champions League. He's won a trophy. He's a European Under-21 Championship winner with England, but we'll let him go on loan. So, and we've got a manager what's hardly won any trophies in his career as a player. He's never even been capped by Spain. So, I mean, even that's like embarrassing, to be honest. And I don't care what people say. Oh, well, think Spanish. I'm not interested. He's never even been capped by Spain. So it shows he's never been kind of popular as a player, to be honest. Never even had one international cap for his country. So you're looking at players like even Miles Lewis-Skelly, and you think, well, you know, he's even capped his own country, England, and scored his debut. So, you know, more than Arteta, what he's done. So this is like what I keep saying. We've got like a not novice now, because obviously he's got his experience, but we've got a guy leading our team at the moment who's hardly won anything in his career. He's never had one single cap for his international career with Spain, and he's got one FA Cup under his belt, and if you want to count the Community Shield, then I suppose we have to. And then he's obviously 2 Community Shields, and then challenged twice for a Premier League. We haven't even been reaching a final with this football club. The time is now. It's becoming ridiculous that Arsenal Football Club, we keep getting told, oh, we're bigger than your team, you don't come into this conversation. Well, we need to start winning trophies, people, and we need to start even reaching finals, because when people are slating Chelsea's and Liverpool's, they've been winning trophies over years. Yes, we've won an FA Cup and Community Shield, if you have to count it because it's Arteta, but these guys have been winning Premier League titles. You know, not for a long time with Chelsea, but they've been winning Champions Leagues. We've never even won a Champions League, and it falls under the Wenger era. Of course it does. So tonight, we better win, because I'm going to say this right now. If we lose tonight and we play shit, if we put a performance in like against Wolves, Everton, Liverpool, Emirates and Anfield, against Man United, against Forest, if we play like that and lose, you will hear boos around the Emirates Stadium. I will absolutely guarantee you that will happen, because there were little boos after the Man United game. There will be boos tonight if we lose and play shit. And a lot of people will then say, I do not trust this manager to take us forward, to then give us a charge into the Premier League. Because people will start opening the eyes up and saying, he can't do it. You know, we've got an advantage. We're already in front in the second leg. We're at home. And if we play rubbish and don't win tonight, there will be massive boos around the Emirates, because they will just look and think, do you even trust this guy to take us through to the rest of the season to win a Premier League and a Champions League, which we've got to win, by the way. We've got to win, because that will be the eye-opener. Now, if we play like we did against Aston Villa at second half, the Bayern Munich, Inter Milan, Tottenham, etc., Chelsea might as well not turn up. They might as well just stay at home, because Arsenal will definitely beat them. It could probably be 2-0, and like I've just said, we won't even concede, because it will just be too much for Chelsea. We'll be overpowering. There'll be a lot of intensity. There'll be a lot of urgency. We'll be free-flowing. We'll be passing fast. We'll be ruthless. And our defence just takes care of itself. To me, it probably is the best, I would say, defence in the world. And we've got the best centre-back pairing in the world, Gabriel and Saliba, who, by the way, on that thumbnail, it's about time they got to finals and won trophies, because they deserve it. And this is what I keep saying. If we start going out of competitions, like tonight, if we lose, example, and then Man City start getting a foothold and catch us in Premier League, and we go out at Champions League, this is all ifs, of course it is, and we get knocked out of FA Cup, and if we go trophyless this season, and I said this on my stream last night, I will guarantee you right now, if we go trophyless this season, Declan Rice will start thinking about leaving Arsenal. This is Arsenal Football Club. It's a massive club. They pay big wages. Got great history. Obviously, the Invincible, the Wenger era, you know, famous '89, winning the Premier League against Liverpool at Anfield. There's a lot. FA Cups, etc. But players now want to win trophies. It's not like the Matt Le Tissier days, when Matt Le Tissier were just at Southampton and stayed there. Even he still says to this day, he does not regret leaving Southampton. Maybe he does, maybe he don't. But he said he was living a high life compared to what his mates were. And his wages were ridiculous compared to what he was earning. And his mates were earning, obviously, in that era, in that age. So, what I'm saying is, if we don't win a trophy this season, it's all right, we'll give Arteta another chance. These players will they'll believe in Mikel Arteta. You know, they're part of his process. No, people. Declan Rice signed for Arsenal, and he said, we have to start winning trophies now. There's no excuse for us for not winning trophies. That was when he signed. So imagine if we go trophyless this season, and let's say someone like Real Madrid approach him. He's probably going to go. And Gabriel and Saliba, he signed a new contract and all this. Wake up. That just protects the value of the club. They're just protecting the value, the assets. So, there's warning signs. Let's hope we get this job done. Let's say we're in our first final. Let's breed this confidence, then take us into the league form and keep getting better and better in the league. And obviously we play Sunderland on Saturday. And let's not mess this up, because there'll not be another chance. I'm telling you now, there will not be another chance, because Man City have got better this season. They're better than what they were last season. Yeah, they're still really bad at the back sometimes, but they will keep getting better. And I believe maybe Pep will leave in summer, and they might even bring in Enrique, which I keep saying, but apparently there's no even talk of Enrique. But I still believe that will happen. And Man United, they're already looking like a different team under Carrick. Will he get the job? You just don't know. Liverpool, Wirtz is playing good now. Ekitike, they've still got Isaac. Obviously, he might not hit form till next season because he has had injuries. So this is our only chance, people. This is our chance now to get a foothold, take charge, win that league, go again in summer, sign 2 or 3 players or whatever we need, and build again. And we could win the league potentially for 3 years in a row. We could do what Man City's done. But if we don't win the league this season, that will be it. Because the big problems will hit us, and the big problems will be big players like Gabriel, Saliba, Rice. Might not all leave at once, of course they won't, but they'll start thinking, how am I meant to be calling myself a world-class player? Like William Saliba's come out already and says, I have no trophies in my pocket. They want trophies, people. Footballers you can cover up for Mikel Arteta all you want and give him big cuddles. Oh, it's all Arteta, it's all the process. He's got the pull. No, he hasn't. He never even got a cap for Spain. People are saying, oh, he was responsible for signing Mosquera in Cape. No, he wasn't, because Andre Berta wanted to sign Piero in Cape while he was at Atletico Madrid. He would have scouted Mosquera. So, let's get into it. I'm really looking forward to tonight, but I do not know what Arsenal's going to turn up. So, hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's having a good day. And please do smash up the likes and subscribe if you enjoy the channel. Vic Steele, Newcastle and Tottenham won trophies last year. By your logic, both of those teams have been more successful than Arsenal. I mean, if you can't do what's required in elite sport, then I suppose, yeah. Because who remembers a nearly team? Nobody. People remember the Carabao Cup winners of last season, Newcastle, European trophy with Tottenham. I mean, if you're finishing second, you're just literally toying with league. You're like teasing it, finishing it right. Like last year, we didn't even challenge Liverpool. We finished 10 points behind. Arne Slot literally just walked into Liverpool from being in the Dutch Eredivisie. We're obviously Feyenoord, AZ Alkmaar, Go Red Eagles, and just made it easy. Just dog walk Mikel Arteta by 10 points. So if you count on being having a more successful season, in certain terms, yeah, because you start elite sport, and elite sport to win trophies. So, I would say, in a way, yeah. Was we more consistent than obviously them, even though last season we drawn 14 times? Maybe, because Tottenham's obviously league form was shocking. It's not really changed that much this year yet. But they won trophies. They stood there and did that, and we didn't. We aren't even. That's what I'm saying. We're finishing second, and we're just becoming an early team because we aren't even reaching Wembley. We're not even getting to a final, and that is embarrassing. If you're challenging and not winning the league, not managing to get over the line, but you're still in and around second, you must be fetching a trophy. At least picking a Carabao Cup here, an FA Cup there, or reaching a final, getting to Wembley. But we haven't been. We haven't been doing absolutely nothing recently with Arteta, apart from just challenging twice. Well, semi with Champions League, but nobody remembers these things. Darkside Gunner, if we bottle this, instant sack. I agree, absolutely. Darkside, big up to my guy. Good to see you in the chat. Go subscribe to Darkside, people, on his way to 2K. Darkside, no excuses, absolutely. Vic Steele, if we don't win a trophy, it's all on Arteta. Is it all on Arteta, or are you going to hold the players accountable? Vic Steele, good point. I will say it is a lot on Arteta, and it will be these players' mentality, because like I mentioned at the start of stream, some of these players have never even reached a final, never even won a trophy. So it will be partly Arteta and these players. The mentality is just not there. So it won't be all on Arteta, but he will take a massive, massive blame for this. If we go out tonight, like I said, if we play rubbish tonight and we're struggling, Chelsea scored, we're struggling, we can't break them down, and Arteta just stands there like that. 4-3-3 on 15.6 million a year. Yes, I know, obviously, he's had it given to him, and he just stands there and does nothing. It will just prove to you on the night, tonight, in the Carabao Cup semi-final, this manager, he just does not have that top elite switch, as I keep calling it. A top elite manager, if we're struggling tonight, would be like, this is not working. Chelsea's already scored, we have to find a way. Not just rely on the formation, what you started with. Not just rely on the defence. Not just rely on Gabriel and Saliba. You must change it. You must change formation. But with this manager, I don't trust it. Because I've seen it so many times already this season. Against Forest, we didn't do anything to change. Liverpool, Emirates, Anfield, nothing to change. Against Man United, no formation change. And against a 10-man Chelsea, he didn't even change. And we came away with a draw, and we was lucky at times. We should have got out there in that second half, and Arteta should have said it at half time, we're going to play two up front for 20 minutes. I must have mentioned that about 1 billion times. But just things like that, like a top manager would. Jay the Short Man, large up Rich, big up to you my guy, good to see you brother, large it. Go and subscribe to Jay the Short Man people, go and subscribe to anyone who's in the channel. Vic Steele, fellow Arsenal fans, stop complaining and enjoy the ride. Also, Rice isn't going anywhere, you're just pulling crap out of... Are you serious? So what makes you think then, Vic, that Declan Rice somehow just thinks, I'm just going to stay at Arsenal and not win any trophy? What makes you think this football club is that phenomenal from just challenging twice in 6 years and winning one FA Cup and not even reaching any final, not getting to Wembley? What makes you have the arrogance to just think these players are not going nowhere? Declan Rice has already said when he signed for Arsenal, I repeat myself again, we have to start winning trophies now. The moment he signed, there is no excuse. He still hasn't even reached a final with Arsenal, or let alone, obviously, not won a trophy. So what gives you the arrogance to just think all these players are going nowhere? Why would they stay at a football club and look back at their career and say, I stayed at Arsenal for many years too much and I won absolutely nothing? This year, we could even win a treble. Of course we could. But this is what gets me with some of these Arsenal fans, think they've got that much arrogance to think every player will stay at Arsenal. Why would you stay at a club, any club, if you are not winning trophies? Why do you want to enter a sport competition, elite sport competition, and then look back at your CV and it just says empty, 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 oh, nearly. Players, do you think seriously Declan Rice wants to go through his playing career when he's joining up with his international fellow teammates, Jude Bellingham, Phil Foden, Johnny Stones when he's playing for England, Johnny Stones in a minute, and they're talking about what it's like to win a Champions League, talking what it's like to win a Premier League. Declan Rice can't even say, well, I've never won an FA Cup, I've never won a Premier League, I've never won a Champions League, I'm not even reaching any final. Wake up, man. Wake up. Honestly, some fans they've got so much arrogance and think everybody wants to stay with Arteta. Everybody wants to stay with Arsenal. Arsenal's a great club. I'm not saying it isn't. I've supported Arsenal 34 years. I'm glad I have seen titles. But the reality is, why the hell would top players, when they can go to other teams, guaranteed trophies and get a decent wage, stay at Arsenal if they're not winning trophies? Declan Rice has literally warned Arsenal. From the moment he signed, we have to start winning trophies. There's no excuse. He's been punching up into air. He should be our captain. Obviously, we've got the weakest captain in football, Martin Odegaard. It grinds me when people think they've just got the arrogance to think everyone will stay at Arsenal because it's all about Arteta. The guy's never even been capped for Spain. Now, that don't matter sometimes, but he's never won. He's hardly won any trophies in his career. You know, it's like the blind leading the blind sometimes. Vic Steele, Xabi Alonso, next City coach or company? Not sure. I still think Enrique. I really do. Can I jump on the stream, mate? Just 1 second. 1 second. Jay the Short Man. This match is more on the players tonight. How much do they want to get into that final? Absolutely. Yeah, the mentality will show tonight. If the mentality lets them down, we've got a big problem, a massive problem. Or if, like I said, we're struggling and Arteta doesn't change even any formation, we've got problems. We've got problems because even there'll be boos around Emirates, as simple as that. But still, one of them fired their coach. Well, if you know about Xabi Alonso, he walked away from Newcastle. So, Vic Steele, Tottenham was nearly relegated. Yeah, I know. We all know that. Gunnar Rick on TV, Newcastle, Palace and Spurs had more successful season. Gunnar Rick on TV. Rick on TV, go and subscribe to Gunnar Rick on people. Yep, I agree. In a way, it is true, man. Arsenal had the better season. Yeah, that's a great point. But those teams you just mentioned, more successful because they won trophies. Simple as that. Absolutely. Jason Shortman, large up, Gunnar Rickon. Gunnar Rickon, big up. Sorry. It's still, first Madrid or the likes. The first need to want to sign Rice. Second, you have no idea what Rice is thinking. He may want to get the job done. If he would leaves, it's not the end of the world. Oh, so you've changed that already, like basically saying players, no one's going nowhere. I didn't say. I'm saying, if Real Madrid shown an interest in Declan Rice and we went trophyless, we may lose Declan Rice in the summer, and then William Saliba, Gabriel, because they want to win trophies. Even William Saliba has just said recently, me and Gabriel, probably best centre-backs in the world as a partnership, who they are, and everybody knows in my chat, Saliba's my favourite player. Always has been. I've watched all his loans when he went straight back to Saint Etienne, then he went to Nice, and then he finished at Marseille, all in the Ligue 1, French league. But he literally came out of a day and says, I have no trophies in my pocket. So that's Saliba, Rice. They're making it known. It's now or never. We must start winning trophies because these players want trophies. I've played football myself for 7 years at a top level. I won a lot of trophies, and when I didn't win trophies, I hated it. Absolutely hated. Watching another team win a trophy is one of the most horriblest feelings when you put all that hard work in. Or in some cases, some teams don't put that hard work and they don't deserve it. Jay Shotman, I'm heading to the match tonight. I hope we can get it done. Please, Arsenal. Absolutely, Jay. Good luck for you, man. Hope you enjoy it. Let us know if there's boos, if we play bad. Obviously, I want you to turn up on this chat or whatever later and say, it were brilliant. It were brilliant, Rich. It was fantastic. Everyone was singing. Obviously, we beat Chelsea. I want you to be telling me that, not like we played rubbish and there were boos right, because they will be booing tonight if we lose this. I'm telling you that right now. They will be booing. We've already got an advantage. We're home. If Chelsea turn us over tonight, they will be boos and they will be people not backing our. There will be more fans starting to say, right, I can't back this manager. I can't because he's just not capable. He's just not. But let's hope those things have changed, and let's hope we do turn up. Let's hope the players' mentality's there, and we take the game to them, and we really do finish them off. I want it done early-ish. I want to be like hitting first goal week, first 10, 12, maybe 15 minute. Darkside, nobody wants to be a runner-up. Absolutely, Darkside. That's what I mean. If you challenge once and become a runner-up, you make sure you go and win that league the following season or pick a trophy up. And we've been doing nothing. We haven't even reached Wembley since the last FA Cup. That's embarrassing. That is really embarrassing. Vic Steele, my point really is, yeah, Rice could leave, but as of today, it's not even on the horizon. You're just being negative. Oh, here we go, that negative thing. Not a big cuddle. I'm going to recommend Jerry Shortman. I hope it's better for you than it was for me. My only game this season was that Sunday v United. I'm still fuming. I haven't been to Emirates about 10 years, people. Maybe 10 years. And I've been to Ivory once, but I've been to Emirates 5 times. So hopefully I can. Obviously, I can't go yet at the moment. Vic Steele, also, if we win a treble this year, maybe Rice wants a new challenge and goes to Madrid. My point, enjoy the ride, mate. We're first in everything. It's great time to be a gunner. Yeah, it is. Right now, as it stands, Champions League, top at league. Well, finished top group, top at league. And people can't even say, well, he hasn't had tough games because we've played Atletico Madrid. We've played Athletic Club, we've played Inter Milan, we've played Bayern Munich. We have had tough teams and we've done them. We've beat them. So we've been brilliant in Champions League, to be honest. Absolutely fantastic. Really have. Couldn't ask for anything better. But it's what you do to finish it. That's the thing. That is where it counts. So I agree with you on that one. 31, all the best for tonight and hope you win the league. 31, Leeds fan in the house. Leeds, please stay in this league. I know so many Leeds fans, just like I mentioned with Nottingham Forest and Newcastle. My boss is Leeds, and I will say this, 31, I looked at your fixture list before Christmas and I turned round to my boss and I said, how the hell are Leeds going to get out of this? I said, have you seen your running when you were in really bad form at time? And I looked and I thought, how can, even from like before Christmas, right until what you've just had against us, I thought, how do you get out of this? Leeds United, I'm going to say last 10, 12 games have been absolutely fantastic. I know they haven't won every game, but they've just lost to Aston Villa. They just lost to Man City. They then beat Chelsea. They beat Crystal Palace comfortably. They've drawn to Liverpool twice. They've drawn to Man United. They've drawn to Everton. They just lost to Newcastle by 1 goal. They drawn to Brentford. They on Leeds United. Well, to me they belong in Premier League. Mark Viduka, Oliver Decore, Gary Kelly, Nigel Martin, Spackman, Lee Chapman, Jimmy Floyd-Asbank, Rodney Wallace, Harry Kewell, Robert Molinar, the list, Alan Smith, the list, just the legend, Rocky Roadcastle, Dave Roadcastle, the list just goes on with the Leeds players, the memories, it's, Tony DeRigo, David Hopkin. I mean, Leeds belong in Premier League. I hope they do stay up. They do belong in the Premier League. So many players when you think of it, years like say Decore, Bruno Ribeiro, I think it was. There's so many. Alan Smith, like Lee Chapman I've just mentioned, Gordon Strachan. I like Leeds. I like them, and what a run you've been on for anyone. Massive appreciation for Leeds' run, and I'm not just saying that neither because they have faced some serious tough teams. I don't know if Farke is the one to bring them up the table, to like keep them mid-table, fighting for Europe maybe next year. I don't know if Farke's the one, I'm not sure. But Calvert-Lewin's been a success as well. Dropped off a tiny bit, but he got you through that Christmas period. He was brilliant. I think he'd scored 7 goals in a row at once, but then it got off disallowed by VAR for offside. Noah Okfor, not really hit it off at Leeds yet, I would say. But I really hope they stay up. I really do. By about 2 or 3 places away from relegation, just to keep that steadiness and keep that confidence, and then go next season. Maybe a new manager. I don't know. But good to see you in the chat. Fernie1. Please do smash up those likes and subscribe as well, people, if you're new to the channel. Jay the Short Man. Let me just put that up there. Jay the Short Man, if one of those players leaves, Saliba, etc., then it could start a mad exodus of players leaving. This is what I always say, Jay. This is what people forget. It actually could. If we go trophyless, which will be it's unthinkable to think we could even do that. That's where the exodus could start, where one goes and thinks, I want trophies, I'm not going to keep playing at a club. And it could be any club. Players want trophies now, do you know what I mean? Social media is massive. Oh, look at that player. Yeah, but not won any trophies. Do you know what I mean? It's different. That's like one of these top gunners, man. Why do they think Arteta is some god who players worship? Absolutely dark side. Dark side. I'm not going to stay on for too long, maybe about only another, I would say 20-25 minutes, but we'll do another show. I'll message you, my guy, on that one. But absolutely, why do they worship him? Do you know what I mean? He's not even hardly won any trophies, and it's like when he's looking on touchline, he thinks, wow, like some of these players might have won more trophies than me. Jay Shotman, Gurican, me and Arsenal. Sorry, Gurican, me and Arsenal live games have never gone well. Hoping this one's different. I know, mate. Listen, I'm looking for. I'm on countdown now, because it's like to go to a final. I mean, obviously, some people in the chat. I'm glad I can say I've seen Arsenal be in finals. I've seen us win 3 league titles, Coca-Cola Cups, FA Cups. So I know what this feeling's like. I know how good it feels to be thinking you're in a final. You're in a final. Now, we've just got to do it. Because like I said, and on the thumbnail, players like Gabriel Saliba, they deserve to be playing in finals and winning trophies, man. Declan Rice does. All the players do, obviously, but Gabriel Saliba have been fantastic for Arsenal, especially these last 2 years. I think if we didn't have Gabriel Saliba, we would have lost a lot more games. And those 14 draws last season, I bet we would have lost about another 4 more. They've been so instrumental. They're just a brick wall, an absolute powerhouse at back. When they're on it, they read the game perfect with each other. They cover for each other perfect. They're vocally very in contact with... vocally in perfect contact with each other, knowing when to shout, when to obviously leave it. The understanding is just perfect. It really is of each other. It's a joy to have them at a club, and I want to see them win trophies, titles. They deserve it. They deserve it, really do. But still, Dots are gonna. By all accounts, it seems as if the players do like Arteta. Have you heard differently? Well, if you're on about when they talk about him in an interview, that's literally like, if you think that any player's not going to slag the manager off, then, I mean, God, even my nephew would know what's happening there. Of course they're going to. Oh yeah, well we all voted Martin Odegaard. Of course they're going to say that. Lynch. What's the latest, Rich? Come on, you Gunners. I don't know. I'll check some news, actually. I will check some news. Big up, Lynch. Good to see you in the chat. James Shotman, yes, sir. I'd love to see a Gyökeres goal tonight. Absolutely. I want that guy to keep scoring. I predicted he would score 20 Premier League goals at the start of the season. I'm going to be wrong. As people know, hands up, I will be wrong. But he might score maybe 16 Premier League goals this season. But he's got to start hitting a couple, and then, you know, maybe having a one, and he's got to start bringing more than one in. So I think he's on 11 or 12 now in all competitions. He might make 20 in all competitions. I don't know, but I did actually say he'll score 20 Premier League goals. But again, I don't think it's all him. It's partly Arteta not playing to his strengths. I do believe if Vic Gyökeres were playing in that Man City team, he would be on 12 Premier League goals already, just in Premier League. So I'm going to have a look at news in a minute, see if there's any injury news, because I don't know, I've not really looked. Football Capo, new in the chat thing. Some pros are mercenaries chasing the money. Machineries chasing the money with no loyalty. Some are trophy hunters chasing the glory. Money comes and goes, but leaving a legacy will go on forever. We need to lift trophies. That is a very mixed kind of straight point. I like that. Football Capo, that is very good. We need to win. We need to lift trophies as a club for the fans to see. We deserve it. We've been patient since moving to the Emirates in 2006, getting told, oh, just be patient. We heard all that. We got fed up of that. And then it was like, we're all going to compete with the top elite clubs all over the world, on the pitch, off the pitch. So it's now time. This tonight, guys, is the stepping stone of what could be Arsenal's brilliant future. And what I mean by that is, if we win tonight, that will already breed confidence into these players thinking, we're in a final for Arsenal Football Club. Miles Lewis-Skelly, Timber, Gabriel Saliba, everybody who might never even reach the final in their career, even in the early days, might never even reach the final. This will breed confidence in the players knowing that we're in a final. That is our place booked in for the Carabao Cup final against either Man City or Newcastle. That will then transform good, I would say, energy, hopefully, into these players and make the mindset better and think, right, now let's take care of Sunderland on the weekend. Let's get another foothold at that Premier League. Let's go 9 clear for the time, obviously, until Man City play Liverpool. And if Liverpool beat Man City, I'm going to say Sunday night, we are champions of the Premier League. Now, everybody knows I'm not an idiot. I'm not a div. I don't just say things. I'm not a bias. I'm not like, oh, Timber's good rap. Yeah, he's best in the world. Oh, Raya's good goalkeeper. Yeah, he's best in the world. You're not going to see that on my channel. No chance. But what I'm saying is, if we go 9 points clear at this stage on next Sunday night and Liverpool beat Man City and we beat Sunderland, we are going to win the Premier League because it's our defence. And I keep saying this, and people know this in my chat. Our defence can go like on a 4 or 5 game run without conceding any goal. And it's happened. Whereas Man City, yes, they can start smashing teams, but they keep conceding. Like 2-0 against Tottenham. Next minute's a draw. You know, against Brighton, they lost. There were another game where they were in front, and I can't remember which one it was, and they got pulled back. That does not really happen with Arsenal. If we go 1-0 up or something, we'll either draw it or we will win. So tonight, let's get the first stepping stone. Let's breed that confidence. Let's reach a final. Let's even hear it. we are in a final, because it's been too long, people. Too long. For this football club to not even be reaching finals and not getting to Wembley is becoming unacceptable. It's starting to become embarrassing, knowing that when it gets to May, well, taking consideration first for Carabao Cup with the March, February, because I think it used to fall at end of February sometimes, but now it's at end of March this year. I think someone said 22nd this year, March. For when we're seeing other teams stand there and winning trophies and we're thinking, how are we not even reaching finals and picking up trophies? We haven't been a winning a league. We didn't even challenge last season. The time is now to start putting a stamper down and saying, look, we've got the best squad in Premier League. That's what we're told, and I think we have. Man City's is very close, and I keep comparing it when I'm looking at bench for Kinel. Man City's still got a damn good bench. Look at Foden on bench. And when you flip it on that as well, just going into that, when people keep saying Arsenal's got the best squad in Premier League, now I agree why people are saying it, and it's a very, very close argument. But what I will say is, when you might have Eze on bench, Trossard, Martinelli, if you change that to then having like Roger on the bench, Foden on the bench, these guys have won Champions Leagues and Premier Leagues. So I've just been looking at that lately and thinking, maybe we might not have the best squad and the best bench, because the players what are on the bench a lot at City have won trophies. Even Kovacic, obviously he's been out all season, he's still out, but I think he's won Champions Leagues like with Real Madrid. He's been with Real Madrid, he's been at Chelsea. I think he won Champions League with Chelsea. So that's a debate. That is a debate. Who actually has got the best squad, Arsenal or Man City? Because when they've got players on the bench, like the other day with Foden, this guy's a Premier League winner, a Champions League winner. He's won 6 Premier League titles, I think, already. So that is a close argument, to be honest. But obviously, when we have Eze on bench, it looks fantastic. So let's say we've got one of the probably the first or second best squad in the Premier League, one of the best in Europe. But now it's time now, and tonight is the first part of this stepping stone where we get to that final. That breeds confidence. Then we take care of Sunderland Sunday. Then we've got Brentford the following Thursday. This tonight could really lift us, and it could start catapulting the great performances what we've seen against Aston Villa in the second half, the Tottenham, the Bayern Munich, Atletico Madrid, etc. Because we need to see more of that. Because when we play like that, no team is a match for us, because how good we are in defence. So let's hope. But if we lose tonight, then I mean it could get really bad, and the Emirates could be a really horrible atmosphere. So let's just hope that's not the case. AJ Lamard, how are you, my guy? Good to see you in the chat. AJ Lamard, if Arteta doesn't win tonight, sack him in the dressing room. I agree, AJ, but it won't happen, mate. It won't. AJ Lamard, please like the stream if you have not already. It really helps Rich out. Thank you very much, AJ. Good to see you in the chat. Hope you're well. AJ Lamard, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really helps Rich out. Thank you very much, and thank you very much to everyone who's in the chat. That's like gonna. It's still they're not going to cuss him on a post-match interview, are they? Room temperature, IQ. Absolutely, as if they're going to call it manager, as if players are going to say, no, we didn't vote for Martin Odegaard. Do you think he's a good captain? Yeah, of course he is. Yeah, he comes around at half time, gives you a big cuddle. He tries to get. They're not going to say anything bad about him. Do you know what I mean? Like, no chance. Absolutely no chance. They still... That's like going to... Okay, well, until a player leaves, stop spreading rumours, bullshit, because that's all they are, rumours. It's not rumours. It's thinking of things with the bigger picture. Jay, this is what some people seem to forget. Oh, everyone will stay at Arsenal. They don't even take in consideration that players want to win trophies. Why would they stay around at Arsenal and with Arteta if they're not winning anything? So let's hope tonight, like I've just said, this is the first stepping stone, breeds that confidence, and we start winning trophies, because enough is enough now. The excuses are done. No one's going to listen to anything Arsenal say at the end of the season. Absolutely not. Jay Shot, man, some players barely get playing time as it is. They are not going to say anything to get even less game time. That's absolutely Jay Short, man. Absolutely. 100%. Jay Short, man, large up, AJ. Hope you're well. Lynch, first step towards the domestic treble starts tonight. Mad saying it, Lynch, but yeah, it is. It's the first step tonight. Vic Steele, Jay Shortman. Oh yeah, that usually happens when you have depth. Something we lacked the past couple of years. Yeah, we've got it now, so there's no excuses. No excuse that we can't. Like people say, oh well, we can't handle these early mornings on Saturday morning when we kick off. Saturday nights when it's late. Oh, it's suspensions. Oh, it's injuries. There's nothing now anyone can say to anybody why Arsenal can't win that league this season. No one's going to buy any excuse what you say if you're going to get all these obsessed well, we didn't win it because we had injuries at start. No one gives a shit because they are all out there all through the season. We've got the best squad, Mr. Super Mikel Arteta. So let's hope you're right for the first time in 6 years, yeah? Because I've been right every year, and people in my chat have been right when we said we ain't winning the Premier League, and we've been right. But I hope I'm wrong this season. I hope it gets to the end of this season and I am massively, massively wrong. Massively wrong. Because I've been right every season for the last few years. And same as everybody in the chat. There we go. Gunnar Rickon, Vic Steele, nobody, the players manager, is reading the live chat. As fans, all we do is speculate because we don't know what's going on at the club. I think there is a rift. Yeah, well, even now, I think there's something going on with Arteta and Odegaard. I think Odegaard leaves in summer. I think he's showing his frustration of being subbed early, and then he goes and gets dropped against Leeds. I don't think he's staying at Arsenal, to be honest. I don't think he's going to be staying at Arsenal. And he can go. I'd sell him now, but obviously the window's just shut. Vic Steele, Tottenham won a trophy. Of course, we were too good to even compete for that trophy, but somehow finishing 17th and winning a trophy is better than what Arsenal did. Wow, what did we do? What did we do, Vic Steele? What did we do last season? We finished 10 points behind Liverpool. A manager come from a Dutch Eredivisie, a Dutch league, who would manage Feyenoord, Go Red Eagles and AZ Alkmaar, and he brought Chiesa as his only signing. Get ready. Oh, it's Jurgen Klopp's team. I can predict it. And we finished 10 points behind him. He literally came into that Premier League and made Mikel Arteta look an absolute idiot in his first season. What did we do? I don't remember us reaching. We didn't reach Wembley. We didn't reach any final. We didn't get any trophy. And we finished 10 points, like I just said, in second. What did we do last season? Oh, we beat Real Madrid. Of course we did. Yeah. My bad. There's your standards, people. There's your standards. We beat this team, so we've won a trophy, or we've been very successful. That is the least I expect from my football team. Like I said, we was told in 2006 when we moved to the Emirates. First game of the season, playing Aston Villa, Olaf Melberg scores, Gilberto Silva then scores, and it's 1-1 and it finishes a draw. I'd just like to add that. And we thought, what are we doing here? Why have we moved to the Emirates? Why are we not at Highbury? And then we were told, be patient, we will compete with the top elite clubs all over the world, on the pitch and off the pitch. So I expect to be beating Real Madrid. It's about freaking time. Like I keep saying, with the Arsenal, I want to be beating Inter Milan's, Bayern Munich, and now we are doing it. But we're not getting anywhere at the moment. Right now, we're not even reaching a final. We're not winning any trophy. We're not playing at Wembley. They're the facts, people. Why can't people get it into their head that no matter what I have just said is hundreds and thousands % true? No Wembley at the moment with Arteta. No final reached at the moment with Arteta. No trophies won at the moment with Arteta. That is facts. No matter what anyone says, if you're obsessed with Arteta, if you've got affiliation with him, and it's just him you love his licorice hair, his Lego head, anything or whatever, the facts are, right now, Arsenal, are just a nearly club. That's all we are. We're not taken fully serious yet because we're not winning any trophies. We're not getting to a final. We're not even reaching an FA Cup final. So this better change this season. It's got to start tonight. It better change, or there's going to be repercussions. There's going to be players starting to think, I want to win trophies and I might leave. And we're going to get battered. Oh, they've done it again. Look, bottle jobs. It's going to be 50 times worse than what it was last season because we didn't even turn up. in the league last season. I don't know what did we do? I tell you what happened last season. The brightest things for Arsenal was bringing Miles Lewis-Skelly through, who will be 20 in September, and Ethan Nwaneri, who will be 19 in March, bringing them through to the team. In his breakthrough season, Ethan Nwaneri scores 9 goals in all competitions, in 3 different competitions, may I add: Carabao Cup, Premier League and Champions League. Oh, but guess what? Yeah, the Mikel Arteta, this super manager everyone keeps talking about still at the moment, even without winning any Premier League or reaching any finals recently, he goes and lets a player go who could be a massive threat in our squad. Well done, another mistake. A breakthrough season, young lad, scoring in top competitions in football, and you don't even give him any minutes following season. Absolute wanker. Gunnar, yeah, don't tend to have clear the air talks if everything is rosy in the garden. Jay the Shotman, we only have depth in Mikel's trust the players, but he went back to players that couldn't get it done previously. Absolutely. Absolutely. Vic Still, Gunnar on TV, no, you just want there to be a rift. If something's not happening, if something's not working out, I want those players to be rifting, let me tell you. Shouting the fuck out at each other. Shouting at each other. Telling each other how shit they've been. Like the Roy Keane, like the Patrick Vieira, Tony Adams, Thierry Henry. I want that no nonsense, that grit, that winning attitude, that warrior kind of leadership. That's what I want. I don't want people going around, are you alright? Yeah, I'm your captain, like Martin Odegaard. My name's Martin, and I'll give you a big cuddle at half time if you're not playing well. Here's a big cuddle. Fuck off. That's not my Arsenal, trust me. I want the Vieira, Henry, Adams-esque, where they're shouting, implementing fear into the own players, telling them this is not good enough, and if grabbing the game by the scruff of the neck. I mean, it's a disgrace Martin Odegaard wears that armband for this club. Absolute embarrassment when you think of Adams, Henry, Vieira, then other clubs, Keane, Gerrard, Terry. I mean, it's laughable. We have the weakest captain in football. Bruno Fernandes is 20 times the player Martin Odegaard is, and he's 20 times the captain Martin Odegaard is. ZSM, big up Richie, big up to you my guy, good to see you in the chat. ZSM, Vic Steele, if Odegaard leaves it's because Arsenal has shown him the door, because he's not good enough, and he'll probably want to leave himself as well. Gunnar, Vic, why would I want a rift? I want my team to be cohesive, but you look at the body language. Vic Steele, you're fucking delusional, trying to say Tottenham has a better season. I find that so successful they find their coach. You're a fucking clown. So, what did we win last season then, Vic Steele? Come on then, let's hear it. You tell me what Arsenal Football Club won last season. Absolutely nothing. Tell me which final they reached. Absolutely nothing. Tell me how long it's been since we've been to Wembley. Since we won the FA Cup. What did we do in league? We finished second, 10 points behind. So we didn't even challenge. We didn't even get nowhere near Liverpool. Bore off. Jay the Short Man, I've never seen Odegaard try to make so many forward passes for a long time. Something is going on with him and the manager. Hopefully he's on his way out. Jay Shotman, Gilberto was my favourite player. Love that man, Gilberto Silva. The first man to score the goal at the Emirates in 2006 against Aston Villa. Olaf Melberg, in fact, let me change that. Olaf Melberg was the first football player, of any team to score the first goal. Gilberto at the Emirates in 06, but they would have been Emirates Cup, I think. So I think there's another player, what they say was the first player to ever score a goal at the Emirates. I can't remember who it is. ZSM today, Arsenal will go to Wembley. Better do ZSM, there's no more excuses left, mate. Gonna reckon, I just want to get over the line in something, just one thing, absolutely. There's no more, that's what I'm saying, just even to know we're in a final. That's what we want today. That's what we want to say tonight, we're in a final. But still, listening to this guy and reading most of your comments, you'd think we were about to get relegated and already out of the UCL. Listening to you, I would say your standards are literally in a shoebox, hid away on floor even. Shit standards. What we did last season? What did we do then, Vic? What did we do? Because I'm still waiting for you to say that. We didn't reach Wembley, we didn't reach a final, and we didn't even challenge for a Premier League title. So what did we do last season? Oh, but we beat Real Madrid, didn't we? Of course. Yeah, let's all give it a massive clap. But still, now he wants to trust an 18-year-old to win us trophies. Did I say that? No. You're just talking bullshit now. I didn't mention anything about Ethan Nwaneri to win us trophies. I said he would have been a great asset to our squad, a big threat, which factually we seen last season. So don't come into the chat starting twisting things and talking bullshit and lying. ZSM, Vic Steele, Arsenal are on excuse me, a universal joke currently with 0 trophies. Absolutely. You mean Jada Shortman, people are just fed up. 7 years is a long time on its own, but when you also haven't won the league in over 22 years now, Jada Shortman, my guy. Yeah, yes, that's why that's very hard to accept for a big club. Very hard to accept. It's not acceptable, it's very hard. I like Odegaard as a player, but he shouldn't be captain. I think that is weighing on him. He's not even that good. Odegaard was the worst first-team player for us last season, especially when you take into account being the captain. Vic Steele. There's only if you let them be a joke. In my world, Arsenal is doing awesome and on top of the world. And oh my fucking, sound like a child. We're on top of the world. We're doing awesome. We're amazing. Vic Steele, Odegaard is good enough, just too soft. Bullshit. No. Vic Steele, if we weren't too good to play Europa, we would have won. But we were too good to qualify. Fucking hell. Vic Steele, we didn't even win it when we were in it. Stop talking shit. We've been knocked out by a team like Olympiacos. We've been beat by Sporting Lisbon over the years. Villarreal. Stop talking bollocks. There's Vic Steele and 0 respect in the footballing world. You live in your delusional world. All of this only matters if you win a trophy. Absolutely, ZSM. Spit facts to him because he's got 0 clue. Vic Steele, ZSM, I don't give a shit about the pundits. I think for myself, you guys should give it a try. But what people are saying, like us and pundits, are telling you things what's factually already happened. ZSM, Vic Steele, 0 trophies are trophies. It's not about the pundits. It's about 0 honours earned. Absolutely, ZSM. Vic Steele, yes, you wanted him to stay. Vic Steele, Nwaneri is far better than Odegaard. Absolutely. Nwaneri is fantastic on the right wing. I just said I wanted him to stay, you naps. What a wet wipe. I mentioned Ethan Nwaneri should be in Arsenal squad. A breakthrough season as a young lad scoring in 3 different competitions. 9 goals in 3 competitions. Premier League, EFL and Champions League. And you're telling me a guy does not deserve to be in Arsenal squad this season? Get out. Talking dire absolute bullshit. Ethan Nwaneri is way too good to just be sitting on a bench and not even getting any minutes like you were at Arsenal under Arteta. And it started last season when he started taking the piss out of him. ZSM, but still, we have never won the Europa League. We got smoked via Galatasaray in 2000 in Europa. Yeah, absolutely. Never won the Champions League at all. Texas, no more excuses. Arteta after 6 years and spending almost $1 billion. It's time to deliver the trophies. Big up to Texas, my guy. Hope the weather is good over here in Texas. But still, so it's like Ricky Bobby. If you ain't first, you're last. ZSM, Vic Steele, 20th team equals no title. Second team, great point. ZSM, yeah, absolutely. How the freaking hell can you challenge twice and then following season not even challenge at all and literally be 10 points behind a Liverpool team who wasn't that good the previous season and had a new manager? Stop talking shit, Vic. Your standards are shit. There's yeah, I've seen that one. Let's have a look, see if there's any injury news or anything tonight, guys. Let's have a look. I want to tell you, look, I want to check because I'm going to finish this in about 3 minutes. Still, Nwaneri isn't on the bench. He's starting for a team in the UCL and compete. almighty. I've just said he was on the bench at Arsenal and getting any minutes. Stop twisting these words. In fact, I mean, you're so immature, it's unreal. He's going to go there. I bet he starts Odegaard tonight. He got an assist against Leeds, he will say. Yep, absolutely, Joseph. Big up to my guy. Welcome to the chat. Just short man one year with little opportunity, he had proved that he was better than Eze and Odegaard. He brought balance to our midfield too. Yeah, creativity, that forward-thinking attitude, and scored 9 goals, people, in a breakthrough season in the Champions League, EFL, Premier League. That's Vic Steele. So, practical question: if we get these on useless records and stay second, how long until you roll the dice? There, then 20 years bollocks. Absolutely, ZSM. Right. People, we're going to have about 3-4 minutes or whatever, just check in, see if there's any news. Let's have a look. Let's have a look, see what we've got. Because there'll be something, I'm sure there'll be something popping up now. Let's see. Well, I've seen something already. Bukayo Saka is out. So let's have a look. Right, here we go, guys. Here we go. Already I've seen it. I'll share it with you. Bukayo Saka is out. I will share this. There we go. Let me share it. So, Bukayo Saka is out. Let's just have a share. Bukayo Saka is not available to face Chelsea in the Carabao Cup semi-final. The injury is not serious, however. I've heard that before. Excuse me, not serious, however. And the hope is Saka will be fit when Arsenal host rivals Tottenham later this month. Oh, so he's not going to be playing against Sunderland. He's not going to be playing against Brentford, but he'll be playing against Tottenham. So, there we go. Victor Gyökeres, it's been challenging at times, but I've been improving a lot. The same when I moved to Portugal. It didn't work perfectly at the beginning, and you have to adapt. Yes, mate. Come on. Show that ruthlessness, because he's got it. He's got it. He's an absolute beast in front of goal when he wants to be. I've seen enough from this guy with some of these goals, the way he can be a fox in box, the way he drives at players, holds them off with a good shoulder barge, with great strength, and just places it in bottom corner. It looks like we've got new merch for what I'm seeing there. It looks like we've got more new merch. Oh shit, 1 second. Does help if you plug your cable in. Get that away from there. With Kepa Arrizabalaga in the team, Mikel Arteta, Kepa who? Arrizabalaga, as they say. Mikel Arteta, Kepa who? God. Honestly, it's like people kiss his ass. Yes, Mikel. Hello, sir. Even Martin Keown says boss and sir. What the fuck? Victor Gyökeres on wearing 14. It's an iconic number here at Arsenal. It was a very good number to take. I feel great wearing it. Come on, Victor. Get us a goal tonight, pal. A lot of clubs don't care about the Carabao Cup. Mikel Arteta. No clubs. A lot of clubs, you said. Which ones? It is the least important of the 4. You two have to agree. You say it is the least. He says it is the most. What's happening here? It's like they're literally kissing his arse or something. Match day, Chelsea 3-2 on aggregate at the moment. Come on, guys, come on. There's no mentality allowed tonight. Bad mentality, let me say. Official, Evan Mooney, 18, has joined the Arsenal Academy from Scottish Premier side St Mirren. Well, we tried to sign James Wilson yesterday from Hearts, but Tottenham pipped us and beat us to it. Or we didn't show much interest in end, but it didn't work in end. St Mirren striker Evan Mooney, 18. So we was going for James Wilson yesterday, Hearts striker. We didn't get him. Tottenham got him. So instead, we've gone for St Mirren striker Evan Mooney, 18, has been at Subba Reality Training Centre today, completing his move to Arsenal. Right. Man, he looks about 9. Here we are, Max Down on Instagram in December with new Arsenal signing Jayden Dixon. The centre-back came from Stoke yesterday, as we know. Arsenal agree a deal to sign Stoke City defender Jayden Dixon, 18 for 3.2 million. Wow, that's a fucking hell. Plus add-ons on a 4-year deal. This don't look like it's just going to be a reserve player then. Looks like he might be breaking into that team next season. I'm not saying into starting lineup, no chance. Arsenal are in advanced talks to sign St Mirren attacker Evan Mooney, 18, with a deal being discussed in the region of 400,000 plus bonuses, while St Mirren will retain all sell-on fee. Sandro Tonali's agent Giuseppe Risca, we never had any conversations with Arsenal now, and Newcastle were never going to tell Tonali leave in January. We did not even talk. No, of course they didn't. And there's no way that were happening. Not a chance. There's the new signing, guys. Jayden Dixon, centre-back from Stoke, 3.2 million. They must see something in him. That's a decent whack. That is a decent whack. So, I will put that back on there, just to keep that there. Bukayo Saka is out. So Bukayo Saka is out tonight. Right, I'm just going to go through everyone's comments and then I'm going to end the stream. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining. Please do smash up those likes as well if you're joining or watching later or whatever. And subscribe to the channel. Much appreciated. And thank you very much, everybody, as well. I've reached 700 subs yesterday, so I really do appreciate everybody. Really do appreciate, and I mean that as well. Thank you very much. Today, I want to be saying, tonight, I want to literally be coming back on here tonight or whenever and saying, my team are in a final. It's stamped. It's booked. It's ready to go. March 22nd, I think, we are in a Carabao Cup final. And you know what? It's mad that as Arsenal fans, we're even saying that like it's like to even say we're in a final. But it's been that long since we've reached one. So enough is enough now. There's no more excuses left. We have to bring this first part of this stepping stone tonight and get to and even breed that confidence into these players, knowing that they're in a final. They're in a final. And knowing as fans, we can say we're in a final because it's been way too long. We deserve it. We've been patient. And enough is enough. It's unacceptable that this club have not even been reaching finals. All we've done is got to won one FA Cup and reached, and challenged twice for Premier League title with Mikel Arteta. It's not acceptable. It is not acceptable no more. The time is up and the excuses are over. ZSM, top Gooner logic, having a standard equals being enemy of a club. I know. That's what I mean. You have standards and, these obsessed Arteta fans, you can't say that. You're negative. Have faith. I've been having faith for 22 years, you absolute wet wipes. So it's going to go on Havertz, Eze, Odegaard. All three should be behind Ethan, really. Yep, absolutely. Based on how promising Ethan performances were. 100% Joseph. Breakthrough season. He does all that. Rips it up literally in his breakthrough season. Jay Shotman is 1 year cup tied in the Champions League. Not sure, Jay. I'm not sure on that one. I'm not sure. Jay Shotman, press conferences are diabolical. Yeah, they literally lick the hell out of Arteta. Oh, yes, sir. Hello, Mikel. Yes, Mikel. Oh, okay. Maxi Max, big up to my guy, young defender who hanged out with Max Diamond back in December. Instagram, yep. And 3.2 million. They must see something in him. Kip 2, how are you? Good to see you in the chat. What's the top, Rich? Don't be surprised. What's the top, Rich? Don't be surprised if Arteta pissed on us today. This is what I'm saying. And I absolutely agree, Kip 2. And it wouldn't surprise me if we bottle it. Or we play rubbish and Arteta don't change any formation for us. And next minute, we're out. Kip 2, at least let's hope we see Eze today. Yeah, I want to see Eze play. I really do. I want to see Eze today. Listen, guys, I'm going to end this here. I'm not confident. I'm not. It only becomes because of what I've seen this season. So many times we've played really bad in games where Forest, Liverpool twice, more games, obviously. We even made Wolves look like a top 10 side. So tonight, there's no excuses whatsoever. We must win this game. It will breed confidence into the players. It will hopefully help them with a mindset believing that, yeah, we're now in a final. We're booked in. Let's go and concentrate on Sunderland again on Saturday. Get 9 points clear as it stands until Man City play Liverpool. Then we have to play Brentford, I think, the following Thursday. This is a massive game. Leeds was probably the biggest game of the season up to at that time. This now is the biggest game because this can breed confidence into our league form as well. So there's no excuses left, people. If we go out and we play crap, my God, the Emirates is going to be booing like mad. It's going to be really bad. Kip2, Rich, I mean, what's good? I'm all good, thank you, Kip2. Hope everybody's good in the chat. Hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's having a good day. And it's getting closer, guys. It's getting closer. There's less than 5 hours left. I'm mad that we as Arsenal fans, you know, the Arsenal, and we're saying we just want to even say we're in a final. We should have been doing that every season, people. If you don't win a league, you know, you finish second. If you finish second, you make sure you pick a Carabao Cup every season, or you win an FA Cup every season, or you even at least get to a final and reach Wembley instead of watching all these other teams do it. But right now, with Arteta, we're not doing anything. As it stands today, on the 3rd of February, Arsenal Football Club is just a nearly team under Mikel Arteta. Yeah, we're top Premier League, top of Champions League, semi-final at Carabao Cup, potentially could be in a final, and obviously FA Cup's the starter, but it means nothing. We could go out tonight, we could end up fumbling against Sunderland because we've seen games this season to show it is there. We are capable of playing absolutely diabolical. Like we played Liverpool at the Emirates, they had no striker, and they was passing round us in that second half like they was top at league, and we looked like a top 10 side against them. And Arteta just, yeah. I'll just rely on defence and just kept playing, just stuck with his 4-3-3. Didn't even change formation. So this is why I'll never trust Arteta until he gets over that line. So that's where I'm at. Unless he gets over that line, I will never ever back him or trust him because I can't, because of what he has done so many times. And it's facts. It's not trying to be negative, making things. It's absolutely facts. So we'll leave on this. Saka is not playing tonight. And they've just literally said as well he won't play against Sunderland. I don't think he's playing against Brentford. He's back against Tottenham. So I did predict Saka could be out for about 4 weeks. Maybe it might be 3 weeks, 2.5, 3 weeks. He hasn't been the best this season, to be honest. And I will add that to me. I think that Arteta and Gareth Southgate is responsible for overplaying him. I really do. So, yes, everybody, thank you very much for joining. I'm going to end this right now. Enjoy the rest of your day, and there's no excuses left, people. We must win this game. Must win this game. Biggest game of the season for Arsenal right now, tonight, for a lot of different reasons. Jay Shortman, congratulations on the 700 to 1,000. Yeah, thank you very much, Jay. Please go and subscribe to Jay the Shortman as all, people, and subscribe to anyone who's got a channel. Thank you very much, guys, and everybody to subscribe as well. Keep to Arteta made us blunt today. Should be made us blunt today. Should be about bossing it. Absolutely, really want to see Arteta take a risk with Rice, Lewis, Skelly, Eze in midfield. That I'd like that. Yeah, really take the game to Chelsea. Get a first goal, and then we can just like, well, you know what we can do when we go 1-0 up. We can literally just close the game off all the time. Get an early goal, then, you know, keep the tempo balanced, and then bang, hit him again, game done, job done. But I believe Chelsea is going to come at us. I honestly do think they're going to come at us. They would have loved it beating West Ham, turning that game around. Liam Rossini has got that bit of a new manager bounce, and Fernandes and that is playing really good at the minute. Hernandez, sorry. Let's give Saka a rest. He is washed. Absolutely. Keep to see you in the see you in the watching along. I don't know if I'm doing watch along, people. I'm not ready for them yet. I like to just watch the game and have full volume and everything. I don't think I'll do watch along. But Everybody, take care. Thank